Hi, so mate, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to make this beautiful bustier top with a view top collar and a stylish hemline. So if you're new here, you're highly welcome. Please make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and also share. And to my turn subscribers, thank you guys for your support. So without wasting much time, let's dive right into the pattern drafting. So I'm going to head to chalk down my basic measurements. I have my bust, under bust, waist, and then top length. And from the upper part, I came down by 2.5 inches, okay? 2.5 inches. And here is my shoulder line, okay? So now I'll go ahead and chalk down half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. And from that 8 inches, I'll come down by 1 inches for my shoulder slope. And from the 1 inches, I'll go ahead and come down by 8 inches for my armhole. After that, I'll go ahead and connect from my shoulder slope down to my armhole. So next, I'll measure from my shoulder down to my armhole. What I have in total is 9 inches. So I will chalk it down here also, so I can have a straight line over here. So here is my chest line. This line is my chest line, okay? So next, I'll go ahead and divide my armhole into 3. Whatever I have, I'll times it by 2. Armhole divided by 3 times 2. What I have is 5.33. So from that point, I'll come in by 1.25. I came in by 1.25. And from that same point, I'll go out by 1 inches, okay? Then I'll connect them together this way on a straight line. From this point, come in by 1.25. And from the same point, I went out by 1 inches, okay? Then I'll go ahead and connect it this way. This is what I have. So next, I'll go ahead and chalk down half of my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4 inches. My nipple to nipple is 8 inches divided by 2, I have 4. So I will chalk it down from my bust line down to my top length, okay? Then after that, I'll go ahead and connect them this way. And this is what I have. So next, on the both side of my under bust, I'll come out on both sides by 1 inches. From my under bust down to my top length, I'll come out on both sides by 1 inches. Then I'll go ahead and connect them this way on a straight line. And this is what I have. So now from my under bust, I'll connect it to my bust point using my curve ruler. Connect the both sides. And this is what I have, okay? So next, I'll go ahead and connect from this point to this point, okay? Using my curve ruler. You can use your free hand if you want to, okay? Connect it this way. And this is what I have, okay? So now I'll go ahead and connect it to the other point using my free hand, like using my hand, okay? And this is what I have. So next, I'll go ahead and chop down the circumference of my body. My bust divided by 4, I'll chop it down, plus my ½ inch here. I'll go ahead and replace it back, okay? Bust divided by 4. Then my under bust divided by 4, I'll chop it down, plus my 2 inches that, I'll replace it back. My waist divided by 4, I'll chop it down, plus my 2 inches that, this 2 inches, I'll go ahead and replace it back. Then on my top length, I'm making use of my hip circumference divided by 4, I'll chop it down, plus my 2 inches that, I'll go ahead and replace it back. Then plus extra 1 inches. I'll be adding extra 1 inches to it, okay? You can use 1.5 inches. This is for the conical effect at the down part. So after that, I'll go ahead and connect them together, okay? Connect to my waist, and from my waist to my top length, I'm making use of my curve ruler. And this is what I have, okay? So next, I'll go ahead and measure from this point, okay, to this point. So let's do that. What I have here is 5.75, okay? So I will take it over to the second line, then I'll chalk it down. So from this point to this point is equal to from here to here, okay? I want the both lines to be equal so that while sewing, it will not be difficult. So now I'll go ahead and curve out my armhole. From that point, I'll connect it to my chest line this way. Okay, this is what I have. From that point, connect it to your chest line, and this is what I have. So now we'll go over to the neckline. Okay, so now for my neck width, I'm making use of my actual neck width. My neck width is 5.5. That's my actual neck width. Divide by 2, I have 2.75. So I'll go ahead and connect it to my shoulder slope this way. Okay, 2.75. And I'll go ahead and chalk down the same 2.75 at the upper part this way. Okay, 2.75. So now from this 2.75, I'll go down by 0.5 and I'll use my curve ruler to connect it to the upper part. Connect it down to meet my 0.5, and this is what I have. Okay, this is what I have. So next I'll go ahead and chalk down my neck depth. For my neck depth, I'll be making use of 3 inches. This is my neck depth. Okay, so now I'll go ahead and connect it to my neck width this way using my curve ruler, and this is what I have. Okay, this is what I have. So next on my shoulder line, I'll come in by 1 inches. My shoulder line, I'll come in by 1 inches. This line here, this is my 1 inches. Then I'll go ahead and connect it to the upper part using my curve ruler this way. And this is what I have. Okay, from the shoulder line, come in by 1 inches and connect it up this way. So next, from my neck depth, I'll go ahead and come down by 3 inches. Okay, I'll come down by 3 inches from my neck depth. And then from my chest, this is my chest line, I'll come in by 0.5. This is for the style at the front part that you're seeing right here. Okay, and then from that 3 inches, I'll go in by 3 inches. From my neck depth, I came down by 3 inches, and from that 3 inches, I went in by 3 inches. Okay, and then on my chest line, I came in by 0.5. So now I'll go ahead and connect it this way, then down. So let's do that, guys. Make sure you curve it out very well. So this is what we have at that part. Okay, this is what we have. So next on my under bust line, okay, I'll go in by 1.5. Okay, and from the same under bust, I'll come down by 2 inches. From my under bust, I'll go ahead and come down by 2 inches, and I'll connect it this way based on what we have on this picture you are seeing right here. Connect it this way, then I'll curve it down to meet my 2 inches. Okay, so this is exactly what we have on the picture you are seeing right here on the screen. Okay, this is how to get the front design. Okay, this is all for the front design. So now let's go over to the down part. Okay, the curve you are seeing at the down part. Before doing that, let's cut out this part first. Okay, now after doing that, I'll go ahead and blend in my dart. Please make sure you blend in your dart before curving out. Okay, make sure you blend in your dart. It's very important. So now I'm done blending in my dart, and this is what I have. So from the top length, I'll come up by 3.5 inches. Okay, I'll go ahead and go up by 3.5 inches. Then I'll curve it this way, following what we have on the picture you are seeing right here. Curve it down, and then from this point, I'll pick it up to meet my side. Okay, this is what I have. You can choose to take this part up if you want to. This part, you can choose to take it up a bit if you want to. So next, for my side dart, from my bust line, I'll come down by 1 inches, okay, and I'll connect it to my bust point. So for your side dart, is the difference between your shoulder to waist of your back and that of your front. Mine is 1 inches, okay. So this is all for our front pattern drafting. So right now we'll go ahead and cut it out. Just watch the way I'm cutting it out. Okay, then cut out this part. Cut out your neckline. And this is what we have over here. Okay, so when cutting out on your fabric, cut out this part with a transparent net. Okay, as you can see from the picture. So let's cut out the other one. We'll go ahead and cut out our dart. Cut out this side. So once you get to this point, go ahead and open it up this way. Then you cover up your dart. Okay, after you're done covering it up, then you cut it out this way. So this is what we have for the front pattern. Okay, this is what we have. So make sure you add 0.5 seam allowance round. And as you can see, they are both equal at the down part. So make sure you blend in your dart. Okay, and cut out this part with your transparent net. Okay, please make sure you add 0.5 seam allowance round, and this part should be on fold. This part I'm showing you guys now. Okay, then this other part, add 0.5 seam allowance round, and that is all. So let's go over to the back pattern. So for my back, I've gone ahead to chalk down my basic measurement. From the upper part, I came down by 2.5 inches. Same thing I did at the front pattern. Here is my bust, my waist, and then the top length. And here is my shoulder. Okay, my shoulder to waist of my back is 16 inches, and that of my front is 17 inches. Okay, so now I'll go ahead and chalk down 1.5 inches. It is for my zip allowance. I'll chalk it down from my shoulder down to my top length, from the upper part down to my top length. Okay, and this is what I have. So all my measurements will start from this line. Okay, so now I'll go ahead and chalk down half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. From that 8 inches, I'll come down by 1 inches for my shoulder slope, and from the 1 inches, I'll go ahead and come down by 8 inches for my armhole. So after that, I'll go ahead and connect from my shoulder slope down to my armhole, from shoulder slope down to my armhole, and this is what I have. Okay, so next I'll go ahead and divide my armhole into two, get the midpoint. From the midpoint, I'll come in by 0.5, then I'll go ahead and connect it this way with my ruler. Okay, so next I'll go ahead and measure from my shoulder down to my armhole. What I have is 9 inches. I'll measure it out here also, so I can have a straight line over here, and this line over here is my chest line. Okay, this is my chest line. So next I'll go ahead and divide my bust circumference by 4. Okay, from this line, now chalk it down, and I'll use my curve ruler to connect it this way. This is my armhole curve. Okay, so next I'll go ahead and chalk down half of my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4 inches. I'll chalk it down, then I'll connect a straight line this way. So on the both side of my waist, I'll come out on both sides by 0.5. Okay, and I'll connect it to my chest line this way. Then from this point, I'll go ahead and connect it to my armhole, and this is what I have. Okay, so now from my waistline, I'll come down by 6 inches, and I'll connect my dart down this way. So next, I'll go ahead and chop down the circumference of my body. Sorry, my waist divided by 4 plus my 1 inches dart. I'll replace it back. On my top length, I'll be making use of my hip circumference divided by 4. I will chalk it down. Then plus 1 inches. Okay, make sure you add 1 inches to it, or 1.5 inches. Then after that, I'll go ahead and connect them this way. And this is what I have. Okay, so let's go over to the neckline. So now for my neck width, I'll chop down half of my neck width, which is 2.75. Then I'll connect it down to my shoulder slope. Okay, Then I'll extend my zip allowance up this way. So from this point also, I'll chalk down 2.75 inward, and this is what I have, okay? 2.75 also, okay? So now from this 2.75, I'll come down by 0.5 towards my shoulder slope. Then I'll connect it this way. So this is what I have. So now from this part, I'll come down by 0.5 also, and I'll go ahead and connect them this way. Okay, this is my neckline for the back, and this is what I have. So now after that, to eliminate zipper bulge, I'll go ahead and come in by 1 inches on my waistline. Then I'll connect it up this way. Then from that same waistline, I'll come down by 7 inches. Then I'll go ahead and connect it down this way. So this part is going out. So this is what I have. So now for this down part, I'll go ahead and give it a little curve from this point. That's from my dart line. Curve it to the other side. That is to the side this way. And this is what I have. So this is all for my back pattern drafting. So now I'll go ahead and cut it out. So let's do that, guys. Just watch carefully. Cut out your zipper bulge. So this is my dart line. I'll cut it out. Open up my darts this way. I'll go ahead and extend my neckline to my zipper allowance. Cut it out this way. At this point, guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please make sure you subscribe. Guys, subscribe, okay? Subscribe and drop a comment on this video. Like, comment, okay? Make sure you like and comment. This is my back pattern. Make sure you add 0.5 seam allowance round, okay? And this is the front. So this is all for this tutorial. Thank you guys for watching. See you all in my next class, okay? So bye.